What's up everyone, welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We're aiming for 20k subscribers and get a deal in the description if you haven't already. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and that's probably because you haven't hit the bell. Thank you again for all your support. We're so proud of the amazing community that we've built. So we're just taking a look at Vechain here, and it does look as though it's struggling a little bit over the past few days, basically to get a bit of momentum to the upside. We have actually seen a lot of altcoins, especially the smart contract ones such as Near, for example, Elrond, we got Solana as well. All these alternate smart contract platforms have been performing extremely well, but quite a lot of top projects have actually been struggling because I think they are correlated more heavily to Bitcoin and Ethereum, for example. Cardano and Polkadot have all been struggling a little bit over the past few days. And you can see Vechain is no exception. It's still struggling in and around the 55 EMA here, trying to hold it as support. And it seems as though, it's getting fairly, low on our RSI now. You'd probably expect to bounce fairly soon from what we can tell. Obviously, we're getting a bit of momentum to the downside as well in terms of our histogram. You can see we're kind of rolling over somewhat in the short term for Vechain at least, but we'll paint the whole picture for you and then we can have a look at what's fully going on. So you can see here, we've obviously got the top and the bottom of our range that we formed. As we always say, we're rolling over here, making lower lows and lower highs. Falling wedge that we broke out the resistance here. We come down and we bottom out, retesting the previous resistance as support, really bullish. Obviously, we get oversold on our RSI. We got big bullish divergences on the histogram. And before you know it, we bounce into the upside really bullishly with Bitcoin as well. Having that huge short squeeze, we come all the way up. We break through the 20, we consolidate under the 55. We come all the way up pretty much to the top of the range. We consolidate and we retest the 20 as support a good few times here. We come up to the top of our range, but we get rejected. And we come back down looking for support. And currently it looks as though the 55 is holding as support somewhat. You can see that we have actually lost the 55 somewhat on the daily time frame here for now, but it does look as though we're having quite a decent green candle today. So it remains to be seen if we fully lose the 55. But in terms of actually holding support, it does look as though Vechain is actually holding support pretty well. As we can see, if we look at what basically the range that we have been trading in, we've basically got something like this, haven't we? Where we've got a little range within the range here. We basically come up like this. Obviously, you could say, potentially this is the range. We come up to the top of the range, we come back down, we test the bottom of the range as support, that previous swing high. Obviously, this is a previous area of resistance flipped into support again, really bullish. We basically come back up. Let me just put that back. We basically come back up, come back down. We retest support at the bottom of the range. We come up again, we roll over and we retest the 20 as support, really bullish. We come up and we break our smaller range, but we get rejected at our larger range here and we have a big correction. We come down and we hold the range as support really bullishly. As you can see here, we come down and we hold the 55, we hold the 55. And as we said in our previous video, if we do lose the 55, we've got the bottom of the range as support. And it does look as though we have actually, bounced off the bottom of the range at around that 11 cent level really bullishly. And obviously we have got decent levels of support, a very strong level of support, we would say around that 10 cent level as well. Obviously that's a previous level of support here, flipped into resistance, and then it would be flipped back into support. If we come back down, roll over, find it as support and have a continuation, that would be super bullish. And you can see, a lot of people are worried about Vechain, saying that it's rolling over and that, we're going into a bear market, all these kinds of things that you see on Twitter. And quite honestly, when you look at the charts, it's very difficult to justify those claims. Obviously, we are currently fighting in and around the 55 to hold it as support here. But we do strongly think that Vechain, it's looking pretty damn bullish in our opinion. In terms of continuation. And it seems quite likely, in my opinion, that it's probably going to get a decent little bounce to the upside fairly soon. We're getting quite a daily green candle here as well. And, it's holding support still, isn't it? Obviously, we're in and around the 55 right now, but it does look as though it's holding support really nicely in terms of that range. So it does seem likely like sooner or later we are going to get a bounce because this has been quite a bearish period for Vechain. It's getting, down in terms of getting oversold as well. Its fair value is a little bit undervalued right now. So realistically, you're probably expecting a bit of a bounce fairly soon. So short-term price predictions then, if we do roll over and lose this bottom of this range, as we said, we've got a very strong level of support at around 10 cents. We'd expect a very steep reaction from the market at that price if we did roll over. And And then if we do start to pump up, we obviously need to reclaim this 55 first at around 12 cents. We've got the 20 moving average we need to reclaim at around 12.7 cents. And then obviously we've got these levels here, the 14.2 cent level and at around 15.5 cents as well. These range levels that we need to reclaim as short-term price targets. And then obviously if we do start to break out of there, we've got this fib, we've got basically the all-time high that we need to hit as well. If we just take a look at our fib retracement here for this recent move, something like this, you can see we've got a fib extension here, got the 0.78 that we need to come up to at around 20 cents, which would be, a really, really good target as well. And there's plenty of overlapping targets here that we're looking for, but we do think that 50 cents to $1 level is still very achievable for Vechain. Coming in at around here or here, obviously these are coinciding fairly nicely with the 141 and the 161 respectively. So that's it, guys. We'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with the 4 videos that we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.